Hello, welcome to another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. I'm Wayne Highlander with Bona Adhesives.
I'm Rob Johnson with the Bona Training.
How we doing, Rob?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm really good. Okay, Rob, today we're going to talk about a new member of the Bona Adhesive family. Pretty excited about this. It's been a long time in the making, but before we jump into that, you often talk about your fire thing. I just saw on social media a guy doing in his garage, he taped off his garage and he put different products. He put like 9 trash cans out, okay? And in one, he put, and I'm not going to mention brand names and it doesn't matter, okay? He put one particular, is a competitor of ours, um, an oil product in the trash can, the rags. He put linseed oil rags in the trash can. He put different stains in the trash can and blah, 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 blah. And to see if they would, catch fire from spontaneous combustion. And the oil product in 8 hours caught on fire. And then I think 11 hours, the linseed oil one caught on fire. Now, this is where you like as a manufacturer go, oh, wow, hey, it's one of our competitors and blah, blah, blah. But I want you to talk about that because that's not the case.
Yeah, and I've had guys at school say to me, "Oh, company XYZ. I've had 3 fires with those." And you know, I think sometimes students are like, "Okay, let's hear Rob say, well, use ours because ours
Yeah.
won't do that."
Hmm.
Okay, and I tell everybody, don't, if anybody's watching this video, don't base your safety practices and stuff on what somebody's making on a video. I think the great part about the video is it will show people that this can happen. Okay. And there's all sorts of oils, different oils, linseed, soy, vegetable used in these products, but they're all just as equally as dangerous. Don't get caught up thinking that, well, this won't happen, and like I said, there's 2 sides to that video. I love that he put it out there,
Hmm.
but using brand names and things like that is probably not the way to be looking at this. Because, like I said, any of the oil-based issues can come from any one of the products that
Hmm.
use the linseed, soy, vegetable. There's really there's no safe one. There's no one that like, oh, this one is the one to use because, I'm not going to have any problem. If that's what you're looking for, strap up and use some chroma. It's coming
Hmm.
on, baby. You can put a fire out using chroma.
Hmm.
But yeah, be careful, okay, about that because it's all Mother Nature, and I've talked about it on the show. Anybody who's been to one of my trainings, even 1 day trainings, I always do the fire safety thing. And I just had a 3 day school last week, and I got done with the fire safety, and just another journeyman, another guy who's been doing floors for, he said he's over 25 years, and he came up to me after that, and he's like, "Thank you so much." He goes, "I can't believe, I've had issues. I didn't know what was going on." He said this was just such an eye-opening experience. So you know the deal, and you know our stuff with fire safety at all the trainings and everything. So just be leery of that. Like I said, there's really good and bad to that video. Naming names is probably not the way to go because it can happen with anything. But
Yeah.
I do like that he showed, hey, this is definitely real. This stuff
Yeah.
happens.
And in all fairness, I wish I knew the guy's name, and I sent you what I thought was a link to you, and it's a bookings.com. I don't know what the hell I
Yeah,
did or whatever.
I thought you were fired and you had a new job. And
um,
Wayne's
but
looking working for
yeah,
booking.com now.
yeah, no, but the guy, he wasn't trying to blame one brand or the other. He was just trying to say, I think he was just trying to say, hey, look what can happen, blah blah blah. So, just to be clear, he wasn't blaming any brand or anything like that. He was just showing us what different chemicals can do. And like I said, it was great video because it's just a reminder that all these things, man, the even the small donuts. Sometimes when people take like the red with the oils, they take the red pad, whatever, and they'll wipe on with that or whatever, and they throw the rags away. But that red little center hockey puck now is super flammable too. So just another word to be careful about when you're using any of those products. But like I wouldn't even think about chroma, but yeah, you're right, absolutely. Chroma, if you can put out fires with chroma. That's
Yeah.
how
I mean,
non-flammable it is.
that's one of the great part. That was one of the weird parts about using chroma for the first time was not worrying about the rags, not worrying about any of that. Just throwing rags in the garbage can. We're all kind of laughing about it like this is really strange
Yeah.
to be treating stain rags like this, but
All right. We're going to talk about Bona's R820. It's the newest member of the Bona Adhesive family. The nice thing about Bona, I've always said, is that we don't have 12 different products out there for adhesives that, oh, if you're going to use one for this, use that one. If you got to use it for that, if you need moisture protection, use this one. If you need IIC ratings, use that one. We have a really very streamlined product line, but we wanted to add one that was more of a low cost adhesive for engineered floors. So, Bonar 820, it's a one component silane base. Like all of our adhesive is silane base, which is really a derivative of silicone. Silicone is what they use around showers and tubs and windows, anywhere they don't want water intrusion. That's why we have such great moisture protection.
Wayne,
Um,
can I tell you something about silicone?
yep,
It's uh it's an adhesion promoter. Did you know that?
I wrote the book on it.
I know. That's why I'm busting your chops right now. It's an
Yeah.
adhesion promoter
Mhm.
and naturally water repellent.
Yep.
Silicone.
There you go. Good knowledge.
See,
Look
I
at you.
listened to you.
And by the way, I want to say something about you and your greatness. Um, the last episode we did, we had Yako on there, we had Lenny Hall on there, and you hardly spoke. Not that you don't have a ton to contribute to that conversation, but in the past we've had trouble when we had more than three people on, that the connection is terrible and you can't hear anybody and what have you. So one of us had to like back off talking a little bit, and you said, "Hey, let you just run that, and I'll just be in the background," which was very admirable and shows you what kind of class guy you are. And so thank you for that, Rob.
Well, me talking about wood artwork, that's
Ah,
kind of a stretch. If we were, you know, I was thinking my biggest artwork ever was we built a 48 lane bowling alley one time, and I just wasn't going to throw that into the conversation of what that, what Lenny Hall and you and the Dutch guy does as far as artwork. That just kind of cracked me up that I was even in on that one, but.
no, see what you
I
could have.
I talked a little bit. I got a couple of
Yeah,
shots in.
you
Yeah,
did. But
but
what you should have done is after everything he said, brought it back to bowling and bowling lanes. Yeah, that's nice. But you know how long a bowling lane is, right? It's not 13 foot by 13 foot. It's like 160 feet long.
yeah,
Okay, whatever
exactly.
it is.
Just think
Yeah,
of 48 of them,
yeah.
right?
He probably doesn't
Yeah.
even know how wide a bowling lane is. He was a great guest. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So the nice thing about this, up to 90-minute open time. Now with a silane adhesive, man, that's huge. And man, it travels like a dream. It truly does. I mean, it travels out brilliantly. We're going to show this at the NWFA. We'll do a demo on it, but really proud to bring this new adhesive into the lineup. And so, what's the difference between this and say the
Let
R850?
me ask you a couple of questions about it.
What?
How's it with Green Guard?
It's not Green Guard Gold like the others, but it's Green Guard certified.
It is
Okay,
Green Guard. All
yeah, it's
right,
Green
that's
Guard
good.
certified.
We'll take Green Guard. Excellent.
Great selling. I'm telling you, if you're, I just if you're not selling that feature to the homeowners, I think you're missing the boat on it, man. Especially the Green Guard Gold. If you got a Green Guard Gold, the Bone Adhesive is the first and only Green Guard Gold adhesive in the entire industry. That means it's safe for children, schools, and hospitals. Doesn't contribute to indoor air pollution in the home. VOC free. Man, that's got to be a big talking point to your clients. Um, I still
Let
remember.
me,
I've said this before. I've had 10 pails of adhesive in the back of the truck. On a Friday afternoon, we cleaned up the job. I left them in there over the weekend. Monday, I was going to take them to the dump. I think I took them Monday or Tuesday. Also, I had a bag of Lay's potato chips on the dashboard. On the way to the dump, I see the chips. My fat butt's not gonna. I see food, I gotta eat it. Um, Open up the chips, start eating it, and I could taste the chemicals from the pails that were in the back of the truck. I mean, I had to spit it out. It almost made me sick. Um, so I give them chips to my
you
brother.
almost spit it out. You still ate it.
Well, the one because
Yeah, you were hungry,
there,
right?
yeah. It was Lay's too. But man, you got to sell that to your clients. You really do. I mean, because they don't know. They don't know. I mean, how would they know? But it's a great way to educate them on what they're using in their house and separate you from everybody else. Easy to spread, easy to clean up. Same with the other silane based products we have. It's so easy to clean up off the floor compared to the urethanes and different products out there. And what's unique about this one is it's for engineered floors only. But so
Say,
the
let me ask you a question about it. Like I said, I want to ask a couple of questions about it.
yeah.
And one of the things I love doing it at our schools is on day one, taking a pre-finished product and wiping some of our glue on it.
Mhm.
And then 3 days later, peeling that off and showing everybody how it won't etch. Because so many people in the past who used urethane adhesives could really screw some floors up with etching pre-finished flooring. How does this do with that?
Super easy, the same, super easy. Oh my goodness, man. I remember in the days of laying floors, there were two things you're worried about. For me, it was like the butt joints that were super flat. Because like back in the day, it was like high gloss, let's say a maple floor shining across that floor. And if one of the butt joint was slightly protruding above the other one, I think they would bring a credit card, and say that was the test or whatever. I can't remember. To see what was in compliance with that particular product, and that's where when hand scrapes came in and wire brush, those type of things came in, and little micro bevels. I mean, it made life so much easier for the installer. It was almost unfair to the installer, in some cases. Well, hell, it was unfair to the installer.
Well,
Uh,
after Pete and I screwed up a couple, we literally stopped doing glue down floors.
yeah,
I I mean
yeah,
it was it killed us a couple times, and I was like, you know what? There's just too many other floors for us to do. We're just
yeah.
not going to do it.
Well, back in the day, with all these urethane products that were so hard to clean off the floor, they were so hard to spread. I mean, by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, your arm is falling off your shoulder, which I bet spread rates in the morning. I've always said, I bet we're better in the morning than they were in the afternoon. Because in the afternoon, your arm is tired and you're not pressing down on that trowel as much as you should. I mean, it was a nightmare. So the technology and adhesives is so much better today than it has been. So that was the thing you worried about. The butt joints, if one was just protruding just a little bit higher, you'd see it gleaming across that gloss floor and dead giveaway. And also that one of the guys, because it surely couldn't be me,
Never.
accidentally left a thumbprint on the floor or a footprint on the floor that you didn't see it. Now you got to come back and God help you remove it off the floor. So,
How's the moisture protection right out of the can?
engineered floors only, and it goes up to 6 pounds in 80 RH. Okay, so depending on the trowel that you use,
Six
but
pounds, 6 pound, 80.
80, yep.
All
But
right.
again, I mean, you can do a 10-inch wide engineered floor up to 5/8 an inch thick, and get up to 50 square feet per gallon. Okay, now you can also get up to 70 square feet per gallon depending on which trowel you use. The whole show is which trowel you choose depending on what type of floor you're laying and how much moisture protection you want. Now, I'm always going to say our go-to products, our bread and butter, are always going to be the R851 and Quantum Flow. Because they've got so much to offer. I mean, they've got the unbelievable moisture protection. And I'll say this, the Bona R851 and the Bona Quantum Flow moisture protection per square foot, I think is unparalleled. I mean, it's crazy the amount of 12 pounds at 85 RH at about 50 square feet per gallon, 55 square feet per
And
gallon.
that's straight out of the can.
Yeah, you're not having to put anything down
That's
as a
straight
moisture
out of the
barrier.
can. Right.
So a lot of times I see guys say, well, we'll put a moisture barrier down first, which is another step and more cost, and then they'll put the adhesive down because the adhesive only gives 3 pounds, 75 RH, and that brings them to 12 pounds. Well, you could do that in one step without even putting the roll-on moisture barriers down. So and that's why I'll say that probably other than traffic in the Bona family, the adhesive has been the fastest moving product we've ever had. And a lot of people say because it was
Go
the
on, take it.
director of adhesives, but no,
Yeah,
no,
he did
I
a
like to say
good
that.
job.
No, but
Give yourself a bell. Give yourself a bell.
no, it's a great team. It's a great team of guys. Got adhesive managers all across the country who are fantastic, territory managers that are fantastic, regional managers that manages those guys incredibly well. Just a
I
great. We
just
got
can't believe the change over the past 9 years. I mean, I've
yeah,
been in training now 9 years,
hmm
and we are now we're now doing install schools,
yeah, yep,
Bona install schools. I mean, that was one of the big reasons that Dittmer joined the team is because
yep,
now, Dittmer's out there doing tons of Bona install schools. I mean, who
yeah,
would ever, even way back when you and I joined the Bona team, thinking that we were going to do install schools was kind of funny. Like, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
right. There's Santa finish.
yeah,
Unbelievable.
yeah. We had a few expert schools that we did from time to time, and we kind of still do from time to time. But having just regular install schools, it's too important, and the adhesive is too damn good not to. I mean, that's why our retention rate with installers is fantastic. By and large, if we get them to use the adhesive, they're going to stay on the adhesive. The days of the other technology, you get everything with the silane technology and then some. And the then some is cleans off like a dream. It's Green Guard or Green Guard Gold certified. Super easy to trowel. Great open time. I mean, this German technology.
How's the new stuff work with our moisture mitigation systems?
Yeah, you same. You can put down the R540 or the roll guard. By the way, someone asked on social media the other day, what's the difference between roll guard and R540? Uh, they both do the same thing, the same moisture protection, but the roll guard would get you there quicker. You put down a coat of roll guard, you only got to wait a couple hours before you can install on it. Now, by the way, with either one of those, if you're not using adhesive, let's say you're doing a glue down, a nail down rather, and you're not using adhesives. With either one of them, you only got to wait about an hour or so before you start installing the floor. So, what else you got
Nice.
for me?
Thinking. I like that
Right.
50 feet per gallon though.
And
That's a good number. That's a good number.
that's like the most. I mean, you can get up to 70 square feet per gallon. If you well, let's look at this. Engineered flooring up to 7.5 inches wide and 5/8 of an inch thick. You can get up to 70 square feet per gallon. So it's the more and a lot of the reasons the spread rates are better with the silane technology is the moisture protection is so good. You don't need to I mean, a lot of times when I'm doing comparisons, they'll say like, all right, we'll give you 12 pounds also moisture protection, but at 40 square feet per gallon or 35 square feet per gallon versus 50 to 55 square feet per gallon.
Mm,
You add that up over 1,000 square feet, 2,000 square feet, 6 months, a year. You're talking about let's buy a new van at the end of the year. You know what I mean? If you do the math on that.
yeah.
And then I always say, look, the R820 is an economical product for engineered floors only. Okay. We're not worried about moisture protection. It's an engineered floor. You got great conditions. Fantastic product. But if not, say you're on a slab and it's, the moisture protection is close or it's higher than that. Um, these floors don't cost $2.50 a square foot anymore. And if anybody's ever done insurance work and had to tear a floor out on the slab, my God, is there a worse job in the industry? So One callback. Let's say you're saving a little bit of money on the adhesives because you go with X brand and whatever, it's a little bit cheaper. Um, one callback on one job in a year, you will wish you would have spent 8 cents a square foot more. You know what I mean? To have the full protection. So not only the moist protection, but with the IIC and STC sound control, a great option as well. So if you don't need any of that, you just simply need adhesive that you're not worried about the moist protection, blah blah blah. Then yeah, the R820 is a great way to go. And we put that out because we're on a lot of larger projects now across the country where that's all they care about. Just give me something that sticks the floor down. They got great open time, easy to clean up, so I don't have to go back and replace boards. But yeah, super stoked to have the product out. We will be demoing it. And by the way, as you mentioned in the last podcast, you and I are doing the demo,
Oh, we are. We're doing a demo. We're doing the show
Yeah.
at the
Um,
theater, something theater, right?
will this
What
be
do
the
they call
first,
it?
the demo theater? Will this be the
Demo theater.
first time you've gone to NWA since I've been at Bona?
Yes, this will be the first time Bona's ever brought me. I've been with Bona, I think, 17 years.
And
But
it's the first time.
the first half of my life, I was in sport.
Yeah,
So sport has the MFMA convention.
right.
They
You
were
got to
nice
go.
to me. They would bring me there. They liked me there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when I went to training, it was kind of,
No need for you to go.
there's no sense in having Rob there, you
Yeah.
know?
Hmm.
Like I'm wondering too, they're bringing me this is like your
Last,
severance package.
last hurrah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your last
Yeah.
hurrah,
Mm,
we're making a huge announcement at the show.
mm, mm. Well,
Yep.
I'm glad you're
We
going.
wish Rob well on his future endeavors.
Yep.
Announcement.
That's an email you never want to get.
Yeah.
All right,
Never
Rob.
open your never open your emails on Friday. That's what you're gonna
Right there. There you
it's gonna
go.
spoil your weekend. Do it on
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah. All
Do
right.
it on Monday.
All right. So there we go. We'll be at the NWFA. We're going to be doing a demo at the demo theater. We're going to talk about the R820. Oh, we're going to,
We're
all
gonna do
right.
the show live. Yeah, live from the
Well,
convention floor.
we're going to have an adhesive spreading contest. We're going to see who the
Nice.
fastest adhesive spreader in the country is. I don't think anybody could beat me, but anyhow, we'll,
Wow, that's really throwing it out there.
I think I'm the fastest. I truly do. All
Okay.
right. All right. I'm just going to say. But we were going to we'll have gifts, we'll have giveaway prizes. We're going to give away some free stuff. We're going to have a contest. Someone's going to win a nice prize for being the fastest guy to spreading adhesive.
Fastest
Well,
traveler.
we'll say second fastest. Um, and it'll be a lot of fun. So
With all your surgeries, all your knee, your shoulder,
yeah,
your back, all the issues, you're still that quick, huh?
I'm gonna yeah, I don't know how anybody could beat me, but I'm gonna show you a picture of my knee. I'll send you a picture of my knee. You won't believe it. How
Does
I'm
it
even
look
walking
good
straight
or
up.
does it look bad?
And still at 65 years old, and this knee, I'm saying I'm the fastest.
65.
Yeah.
Man,
That's crazy.
you're an old timer.
How can I still be the fastest, but I am? That's amazing. All right. So that's all we got, Rob.
You're like the Tom Brady of spreading adhesives.
Thank you. All right.
Ageless.
All right.
Ageless.
I am. Rob Johnson. I'm gonna send you a picture of my knee right now. Don't start crying.
It just the knee, right? No, I don't need to see any other body parts.
Well,
Just the knee. Yeah.
that depends.
Oh. Oh
Yeah,
God.
well, I mean, there's no danger there. You'll just get the
Yeah,
knee.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. All
yeah.
right.
Pauline will
Uh,
probably want this for her phone too.
okay. I have a friend who took a picture who lost a lot of weight. Okay, this is so embarrassing, man. Oh my God, he lost a lot of weight.
But
Okay.
embarrassment is part of this show.
Okay. No,
Okay.
this is not my
We,
embarrassment. I'm a secondhand embarrassment
oh,
for the
so it's
guy.
even better. Right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, it's
not
not
you.
me.
Yeah.
So he lost a lot of weight, right? He lost like 30 or 40 pounds, right? So he took a picture of himself stepping on the scale. No, he had a picture of, you can see his, he was standing on a scale and he took a picture that was like 178, right? Which he hadn't
Yeah.
seen since he was in high school. Okay. Problem was the reflection of the scale got his whole body. All right. And let's just
So
say it wasn't,
he was naked when
it
he
was,
jumped on the scale.
yes. And the reflection,
Oh my.
yeah. So, yeah,
Yeah.
not good.
Did,
And put
did
it out on Facebook.
he put
So, yeah. So happy I finally got down to my weight when I was in high school. And then, uh-oh.
Well, did he keep it up? Was he bragging or was he like, I gotta take this down now?
I think he probably had to take it down pretty quick.
It he was cold. Standing there,
Yeah,
he was pretty
yeah.
cold.
Well, shrinkage. All right,
Yeah. Yeah.
all right.
Oh,
So
oh,
that's
oh
all we
my.
got. All right, so we hope to see you at the NWFA. Check out our new product, Bona R820 adhesive. Have any questions? Reach out to your territory manager, adhesive managers, myself or Rob, and look forward to seeing you there. It's coming up pretty darn quick. And hey, we're going to have a adhesive spreading contest. Like I said, we'll find out who the second fastest adhesive spreader in the country is. I don't know. I think you got to put your name in a hat if you want to do it. You want to come by if you think you're fast. Who won last time? Willie Short came in second. Jorge Perez came in first, I believe, and I can't remember who came in third. But yeah, we gave some nice prizes away. By gosh,
It should be just beat Wayne. Come in and see if you can beat Wayne.
nah, you don't have to beat me. That'd be unfair to everybody. All right,
Right.
this is another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. Please stay tuned for another episode.